Hi guys, let me show you how to perform waterfall uh, PVM analysis. So PVM stands for price and volume and mix analysis. So we will start with the very simple view like this, which is the sale or the revenue from year to year in the one column, and then another one which is the volume from also from year to year in each column. And then you can see this one has the two parts. The first one is the FY part, which is like 12 months, and then the other one is the YTD part, which is incomplete uh, uh, period or in incomplete fiscal year. And this one you can guess like 6 months, right? Because the revenue is cut down by half, so you can guess 6 months. Okay, now PVM analysis is important to understand because in FDD context, because we want to understand the quality of earning or the drivers of revenue. So, what is the game they are trying to do, the business trying to do in order to drive revenue? Is it because they want to they actually mm, gain more volumes, meaning that more customers and more orders in their business, or they actually increase the price. So maybe the number of the volume is the same, but then they increase the price. That's why they have more revenue, or the other way around, which is like they gain more volume and then they discount a lot, or they give lower price by a lot, and then eventually it looks like they have more revenue, but eventually the price the products and the orders are cheaper and smaller. Okay, so in order to understand that, we have to perform the PVM analysis, sometime in different teams or different group. I saw people perform only the PV, which is price and volume only, not a mix. But in this case, I will show you uh, how to perform the complete PVM, and then later, if you want to get rid of the mix, the M component, then it's just like the P and the V. So if M equal to 0, then you the PVM becomes the PV. Okay. Now we start from here only, so two parameters only. So and then we end up with something like this, which is the uh, basically I place the current year in here and the next year behind, so they are in the same row. They are from different row, but then I bring them into the same row, and that's why I can compute the year and year on year differences like this. So basically, this difference in price is just compare this price to this price, and then multiply by the volume, and then the V here is also, and then the mix here. Okay, so we don't go to the detail. We will go to the detail later, but for now, you just understand from here, which is uh, the um, the current year parameters, and then the next year parameter will be put side by side, and then because of this I can derive new column, which is the different in price, different in volume, and then different in mix, and eventually I will transform this one into something like this, which is called the waterfall chart. Okay, so the waterfall chart is just like the fancy way to display the bar chart, and then which is the bars, which is the total or the measure component, and then the price, the different in price, different in volume, and different in mixture of both in the minor. So the price and the volume and the mix will be the minor components, and then the total sale will be the measure components. Okay, so in short, so normally in Big Four report, if you see the PwC, EY, and then KPMG, and you can see they will use the short notation like this. So the measure will have the FY numbers, and then the the minor will be the price and volume and the mix. But when you draw the chart, you have to use the full or the long axis, because you want to sort the axis, and also you want to refer to the actual or the unique column in the chart. So you use this one, but normally when you display for the audience to read, you just display the sort like this. Okay, so the measure will start with zero and end with whatever it is in the total revenue. So zero here, zero here, zero here. Oh, by the way, you see here, this is the second segment of the waterfall chart, and then this is the first segment of the waterfall chart. That's why you have two zero next to each other like this. Uh, and then the difference here, the difference here will be this equal to this and this equal to this. So basically, it's a running total, running total in from year to year. So this zero total to this, and then this one, the difference will be the number for total, and then total to this until here. So if you don't have the total running total kind of thing like this, and then there's something wrong with your numbers or your waterfall chart already. Okay, so in order to check the running total, I give you this cross table to check. So I will use the FY current number, and then the waterfall field, and then the waterfall difference in here, and then the sum of them all together, and I put the total column at the end of the pivot table to check. Okay, so if you uh, okay, I need to sort this one because the grouping function in Outlook is not very friendly for after grouping. They don't even do the sorting for me. Okay, so what does it mean in here? You can read that the total in FY22, which is 1 to 3. Oh, by the way, yeah, you can see it here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I choose the number um, like this so that you can not by accident, so that you can check here. If there's something wrong with your formula, then the number doesn't come out nicely like this. So the number has to be nice like this for a reason, for your checking reason. Okay. So what does it mean here? Um, if you have 1 to 3, and then the from here to here, then what's the difference? So the difference in price will be net positive 17, the difference in volume will be 84, and then the mixture of both will be 11, and then this plus this plus it plus this will be 24, and 24 will tie back to the next year like this. So if you don't have the total here tied to this one, something wrong with your computation already. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that this from 22 to 23, the revenue is driven mainly by price, actually mainly by volume, and then by price and the mixture of both. Okay, and then in 23 to 24, you have this one plus plus plus, and then you have this one. So this one had to tie to this one. Okay, uh, in 24, because there's no next in here, so this one stay the same. So after this, you plus plus nothing, and then it come to that same number. Okay, so by now you know understand how to explain this part already, right? So this one plus all the way has to tie to this number. Okay, so that's how you check your work. Uh, but what the for, because the poset is very long, like all the way from here, from here to here, and then it's very long one, and then you don't know what can go wrong within these button. But after you check things like this, you know that your computational method is correct. The whole process is correct. So if you mix, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to like you get it wrongly, or you like mess up in one step, and then the next step is it happened to correct the last step, and then you have the correct number. It doesn't happen that way all the time, but uh, when you get the number nicely like this, and then it just the proof to show that all the way from here to here you are correct. Okay, so that's how you check the result. Okay, so now coming to the second part, which is to start from the beginning here to uh, the whole thing until here, until the waterfall chart. Okay, so let us run this one first, and then I show you the output, and then we move on from there. Okay, so the output is just three columns. The total revenue, which is sale in here, and then the volume. But then we don't have the price, so that's why I have to bring down the formula in here, and then I just average selling price, which is ASP, which is the sale or the revenue divided by the volume. Okay, I change this one into the double precision number for computational later. Okay, so after this, and then I have something like this. Okay, so the second part is just to define this the whole numbers here into part A and part B. So part A will be the full years, and this one is will be the half year. So I will add another column called FY part, which is if my FY contain the word YTD, then I will name this one, or I tag this one as a part B. Else, otherwise I would tag this one as part A, and then that's it. And if okay, so if I run this one, I will have the part A and part B in here. Okay, so now I need to imply or compute or derive the next year from the current year, because later I have to put the next year and the current year next to each other to derive the differences, to compute the differences. Okay, so in order to do this, I need the row formula rows, which in the previous videos I have shown you already. And then this one I will name it FY next, and I have to change this one into string because my next year will be a string. And then I just next year will be like this. So this says that the next year will be the FY of the the row below. Okay, plus one is the row below. So this one will be the next year of Y22, and this one will be the next year of YTD23. Now I don't want 20 YTD23 become the next year of this one, guys, is because they are in the different worlds, and I don't want to mix them all together. That's why I need to check this FY part in here, and then after this. I will have something like this. Okay, so it's messed up a little bit. So I need to sort this one by FY in order to get back my order. And then also I think the year here is blank, so I don't want that, because later if it looks like something wrong with the data, so I just change this one a little bit. The first thing I need to fix is change this one to now, meaning that the previous guy is now if there's nothing, the next guy is now is nothing. If the guy is now, this guy, the next guy, okay, then I will put the 2x in it, L. I will put the original value. So this fixing give me something like this. So it will give me something like this. Two will be three, three will be four, four will be nothing behind, three will be four, and then okay, so that's it. Okay, so This one will give you mm, the basis for waterfall analysis, which is like the next thing which is I want to do is like to combine to put the next year and the last year, the current year and the next year together, the in terms of numbers, and then I can compute the year on year. Okay, so in order to do that, I need a tagging tool and then a selection tool as well. For the next year, I will name this one. I don't want these two. I only want the FYs for the linking purposes. So I name this one linking. And this one is actually the sale of the next year. So I name it as SAL 2, Vol 2, and then ASP 2 as well, because it's a next year. And then I use the find and replace formula here to um, uh, to uh, link my next year with the linking column in here. You have to check the entire field in order to make sure that we work on the entire field. So after this, you can see the next year will be every all of them from the next row will be brought into here, which is this row. Okay, so the same thing, this row will be copy over here, and then because they are in the same row, it will be very easy for any computing tools to any relational tool like Power BI, Spotfire, Outlook to compute the differences. Okay, so that's the purpose. So I want to change this one a little bit into one. So because this one is two already, this one is one. If you don't want to change the one into two, which is fine. But and then later, if you work on the differences, you want to work on the formula. Formula is look a little bit off. So I change this one. The first thing, I don't want this FY part anymore, and then I want to change this SAL into one, volume 1, and then sorry, volume 1 and then ASP1. So you have one and you have two, and then later you know what to do. I want to put the next FY next to the FY in here, and then that's it. So it will look a little bit cleaner for me after this, like this. Okay, so you have all the parameter of the current years here, and then all the parameters of the next year in here, and then you are ready for the year-on-year difference analysis. I will put the to compute the differences, I will put the formula 2 in here, and then dp, which is the difference in price, will be this formula. I just put this one here for show only, but then later if you want to change your formula, you can change in. So different in price will be the price of the next year minus the price of the last year, and then multiply by the volume of the last year, and then this one will be double. So the same thing happened with the volume, which is the difference in volume is volume 2 minus the volume 1, and then multiply by the price 1. Uh, After this, if you want to compute the difference, the mixture of both dm, then you just use the sale of the next year minus the sale of the current year minus the differences in volume, and then minus the differences in price, and then you have the difference, the mixture in differences. Okay, so in in the case that you have the one single product, some argue that you don't have the mixture component because you don't mix the product together. Actually, I'm not quite agree in concept with that, because sometimes you give discount and then the same product can have different discount rate, and then the ASP will change, and then you don't know. To be honest, you don't know. And then you have to introduce the mixture component here to understand the differences in discount or whatever changes in price, and then you can capture in the mixture component. Okay, so anyway, so it doesn't matter because I just give you the formula. You can fix the formula in whatever way you want. So it doesn't, it has nothing to do with this workflow. Okay, you can customize it. So the next thing would be, okay, let me run the workflow first and then show you the. So the next thing would be to transform this structure to the, so you have this one actually. If you copy this one in Excel and you can highlight the component, you see you can identify the driver already. So in here you can see the driver from 22 to 23 is the difference in volume. This one is the same thing, and then you have something wrong with the price in here. You have some drop in price in here. So basically, the number can help you tell stories already, but then I want the picture as well. So I want to turn those numbers into pictures. That's why I need to go a little bit further. The first thing I need to do is just to transpose this. Sorry, not transpose. To select the only the component I want and then to transpose it. Okay, so I will select those guy I want. So the first one will be this one will be I change it to FYCUR, which is current, and then this one I want, but then I think the rest I don't want. Uh, this one, this the first one I want because this one is the measure total, so I will name it measure, ma major, not measure major, and then this one will be the component number two, which is the price, different in price, and then different in volume, and then different in mixture both. So after this, you have the main components already. So you can in here you can just keep the um, the key component, and then you collapse all of them all together in the same place like this. Okay, so this is before, and then this is after. So you see this one looks pretty much like the waterfall chart you want already. So in here, I will have some adjustment, which is I adjusted column. So the first one I want to adjust is just to produce the long axis, which is or the long time scale, which is long here, and then this is a combination of the current year and the me the measure the major value in the name here. So if I run the workflow, it will look like this. Okay, so this one is just the combination of this column and then this column. That's it. But then it will uniquely identify the value for each row. The second one, which is the for displaying purposes, so it just the current years, and I don't want the number in front. Oh, sorry, wrong guy. I need to the first thing I need to do is to compute the waterfall field component, which is the regular expression replace or the advanced replace of the name without the number upfront. So in order to get rid of the upfront number, I need to use this button uh, and then done. So I will show you how it goes. So this one will get rid of the number one and then the underscore here, and then we have this one. So number two, same thing. Number three, same thing. So basically, it's just clean up the number up front and then just using the regular expression. So for the FY short, I will use. So if what the fulfill equal to the major component, then I will use the fy instead, and then otherwise I will use the fueling value instead of the fy, and then as a result I will have the the short axis or the short time scale like this. So this one is very optimal because it doesn't have the long names like this to display in the chart, waterfall chart. So the last one would be a little bit more complicated, which is to, okay, I'll show you here first. To compute the base of the bars, and then the top of the bar. So basically, the length of the bar is determined by this value y1 and then this value y2 for every bar. So this one, because of the row on row computation, so I need to use the multi formula in this one. I will name this one what the y2, and then y2 is more important because it's a running total numbers. If the guy is if the guy is waterfall fuel is the major component, then I just put the value of the waterfall in it, because this one is just the bar chart total. Other than that, I have to total from the last year and then the current year. So the last year of the FY will be this guy, and then the current year, which is this guy. Mm, and then that's it. So that's one for Y2, and then for Y1, we just minus the value and then we are done. So Y1 is very easy. What the for? Y1, which is just what the for y2 and minus the value between the two, and then we are done. Okay, so after this, I will fix the naming a little bit in order. So the first one is y1. I want to put it before y2. What the for field I want to put it as the bottom here, and then the what the name here actually it is the what the for field with the ordering AZ. So I put the AZ meaning from A to Z, the displaying order. Okay, so after this, I'm done with the thing, and then it looks like this. Uh, except for this one, I think I'm happy with the other guys already. So for this one, I think I'm happy to in order to draw the waterfall chart, I need the four, one, two, three, four, and maybe five. This one component is this one is just for coloring the waterfall chart. But for me, waterfall chart, you don't need to color a lot because the axis show the values already, so you don't need to color. So you need the location of the bar, the x, the y1 and y2, then you can draw the length of the bar already. That's it. These guys are there for decoration only, so you don't need to worry about them so much. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is just to rename this guy to waterfall diff, which is the difference between the two, and then I move them all the way down to the bottom because those guys are not important for the plotting or rendering purposes. It just therefore just in case you want to show the numbers, just want to check the numbers. Okay, so one, two, three, four. The first four will be very important. This one optional. Uh, can be there, cannot be there, doesn't matter. Okay, and then the last one is the for checking purposes. Now you see here that a lot of those guys are now, so you can get rid of them actually, because these guys are at the other end of the segments, and you don't need them actually there now. So in order to get rid of those guys, actually you can use the now check as well. But then the other way is just to use the XX in this one. Except for the major component, then the one with XX can be removed. So that's what I am going to do next. I I add one filter here, and then I will check if I want to check uh, if the waterfall component is major, then I will keep it, or uh, if um, if the fy next is different from the xx, and also keep it. Okay, so after this, then you can see here we have the okay. So you see here we have the clean waterfall chart already, and in here you can see all the guys in here with the real blank values, which is basically it doesn't show in the chart anyway. So we just get rid of them. Okay, so guys, I just show you the one which is the long video from here, which is the annual parameters, earning parameters, and until here, which is we have the waterfall chart. Uh, and in the middle, along the way, we have the difference year-on-year differences in columns as well. Okay, so hopefully after this, you can perform waterfall PVM analysis by yourself in Alteryx.